español. Sí,
Sí, ya veo, muy bien, muy bien.
sí. Ve a aprender español, ah, pero no es bueno.
No, pero está. it- you speak bodega Spanish.
Sí, sí, sí. Y abuelita español de Dollar Tree.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Cuando las mujeres pequeñas
Mhm.
compran las cosas, ¿cuánto cuesta?
Ah,
Un dólar. ¿Cuánto cuesta?
¿Cuánto
Mm,
cuesta? Ajá, muy bien, muy bien. Well, welcome, señorita Dara
gracias.
Jemott. Welcome. Thank you for being on Be My Guest with Quarantino. Yeah, give it up for Dara, guys. Yeah.
Yeah! Be my guest, put the magic to the test.
Yeah.
Woo!
Oh wow, that's what I need. I need like a little, jingle going on, whatever,
Yes.
Yeah.
You need a Tino jingle that is full of puns and good entertainment.
There you go. There you go. There you go. See, you're good. This interview is already a success. I got some nuggets from Doc. He's you don't know. I miss seeing you performing. I miss seeing you, just be that host that kind of everyone loves and makes everyone want to like write jokes and come try them out. How are you holding out, not being in charge of like 20, 30 people a week? I'm sure it's more. I'm sure it's way more than that. But I'm just talking about where I usually go get my Dara drug. How is that
Yeah,
coming along with
no,
you? Are you?
no, yeah, no. Thank you for saying that. I miss WCW so much. Um, before that mic, I was like floundering in comedy, and I would just be going to these mics. I hated them. I was like, what are these things? These unhappy people who don't laugh at anything. Like, what is this? And why do I have to do this? Because I started on a show,
Oh,
so I wanted more of that show action.
yeah,
And they're like, well,
of
in
course.
order to get the yeah. I was like, what the fuck is this mic? What is a
Yeah.
mic? I don't know what that is. I want the show business.
Hmm.
So going to these mics, I was like, this is not it. I don't want this. But they were like, you got to go to these mics in order to get on the shows. And I was like, damn, man, it's not what I want to do. So I was so happy when I found WCW because it was my first time going to a mic where I actually felt welcome. Joanna Briley is so amazing just in making sure that everyone feels comfortable and welcomed and ready to be funny. Um, so not hosting that mic after hosting it for 3 years is it's devastating. Like the
Oh,
first
wow.
the first few weeks I was like, I don't know what to do on Wednesday, you know
So you
like
take the approach like, my Wednesdays are back, are mine again.
yeah, and don't know what to do with them. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
what did I
damn.
do?
Okay.
I'm like, what did I do on Wednesdays? What even comes on TV on Wednesdays? I don't know. I haven't been home on a Wednesday in years.
Mm.
So, yeah, no, I miss WCW. I think about everyone often.
Mhm.
I wanted to bring it to one of the platforms like Zoom or IG, but I wanted to protect the mic. I didn't want to bring the mic and hold comics susceptible to ignorant comments on the internet, or
Oh,
I feel like WCW is a safe space,
right,
and I want to protect that.
right.
So I just hope that everyone is at home and staying safe, and that when we come back, everything that we've been writing on, all the things that we've been working through, any unresolved emotions, we can help do that together.
Especially that one. I was like, we needed our therapy there. Well,
Right?
speaking personally, I'm not saying about everyone else, but that was definitely my therapy. I know I used to walk in there shaking like, okay, so today I was, Dara, help me.
Absolutely. I've gone to WCW after fucking funerals
Oh,
several times.
Wow.
You know, after getting robbed. I mean, like I need that mic.
Hmm.
You know, after the election we were able to come together.
Hmm.
You know, during some of these crazy police brutality events, we've been able to come together, and it's just been so therapeutic, and it's been medicine for our souls. So it's really hard during this pandemic to not have that. You
Right.
know,
Wow.
so
Yeah.
we'll
No.
get back there though, Tino.
Yeah. I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will. And yeah, I miss it. Speaking of Joanna Bright, I'm not sure she's missing it too much. Last few time I spoke to her, she was like, she had a yippee kind of mentality about like the club and the work that it takes, because she was pretty much like seriously a backbone to that place. So I could see where she was like, okay, well we come back when we come back. No rush, because
No, for sure.
yeah, yeah,
For sure. Because I kept on hitting her up like, hey, should we have a mic? Da, 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 da. She was like, yeah, I mean, maybe.
yeah.
And then and then I went to the group because I just wanted to test the feelers. Like, do people even want this? You know?
Right.
Because I'm not excited about a Zoom mic, but I do want to get us all together.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. There's something magical about us all being together in that room. And Joanna worked so hard.
Right.
So I'm sure she needs the rest, you know, because
Yeah.
that's only like one of her jobs. Then she goes and has a whole last other job.
Exactly. So you
So
can see where
and
she's
that was,
coming from.
yeah, and that was something that I had to get my head around quickly too, where it was like, you know what, Dara, I don't want to be quarantined, no, obviously, but I also think I needed a rest because I do think that I would have burned out if I had kept on going at the rate that I was going, you
Right.
know.
Right.
Like
No.
I did 420 shows last year,
Wow.
and I don't know if my goal was to beat that. I don't know if like I don't know, but physically, what does that look like? You know what I mean?
Right. What does it feel like?
Unless,
What the yeah.
unless 6 of those shows are in the same place and you just get to take the elevator up and down, that's a toll on the body. You know what I mean? When you got 5 shows in a night and 2 are in Queens and 1 is in Brooklyn and the last one, last
Wow.
2 is in the Village, you know. So
Yo, that's some serious miles on the body.
yeah,
That's Jesus Christ.
and I was working at FAO for 10 hours a day on some of those days, so it was just a lot. So the rest is is
Welcome.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say welcome, but first I was very resistant, and then I was like, okay, well here we are.
Yeah. It's one of those things, Uh, although it's good for you, you're still kind of like, no, I'm gonna get up and go. No, I wanna go. And then they're like, I kind of needed this. I'm gonna roll with this. I'm gonna roll with this for a little bit. Because who knows when we're gonna get it again? Who knows?
Oh
So
my God, exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
that's why I was able to kind of like, okay, I don't have any kind of essential job, so I just kind of stay clear of jobs just to kind of for this till this thing settle down. But now I'm ready to go back down. My
You
bank
gotta get
account
back.
says you gotta go back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing makes you go back to work like, oh, I can't pay for that, and I can't. Hey, there's nothing in there. So I'm like, oh boy, I gotta go build it back up.
I know, shit's getting crazy, yo.
Yeah. I didn't get an appointment. That's why. Were you
Did
able
you?
to? Hmm?
Not yet. I still have to figure that out.
No, you haven't applied.
No.
No, you you finding a way, some way, somehow.
Yeah, I'm gonna start selling either shoes or nudes.
Hey,
We'll
both
start
if
with
you
the
have
shoes.
to, because
Yeah,
both.
exactly. Combo deals. Me into the shoes.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh well. Let's hope it doesn't get to that, because I don't know. We don't want our sweet little Dara to be out there having to do things that we could go like, oh my God, not Dara. Jesus. Because
I know.
we
I
view you
know.
as like, we
And
view,
that's wait, what were you gonna say?
no, it's the way like, our perception of you. We know you're, you have a life, right, and everything, da 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 da. But what we see is like seeing our teacher. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't see the teacher like after hours doing this and that. Like, oh shit, you got a life. It's just
Yeah.
that's how we view you. Like, oh shit, she fucks. Oh shit, she.
Look at
Like,
her. Oh my God, she a thot. Look at
yeah.
her. Look at her out here thotting. Yeah, no. I've done my best to keep my nudes off of the internet, and I'm gonna continue to do that. Because, I do have children out there who look up to me. So
Yeah.
let's try to keep the titties off of the internet. But if they go directly to some inboxes for some cash, then whatever. No. If I sell some panties, then whatever. No one needs to know that. What are they going to do? A DNA scrape? Nope.
I know. Hey, listen, our sister just trying to survive. You know what I mean? They challenging our morals and our ethics. With all this, bull that's going on. So don't feel too bad.
I know. And that's the other thing. As a Black woman, it's hard to want to put yourself out sexually sometimes when you know that that's the depiction that society just views you as just like this sexual being,
Right.
either there to take care of your babies or a hole to fuck, So I always got to combat that with some regality,
Right. Regality. For
I
those
don't know if
people
that's a
out
real
there.
word, but I'm going to go with it.
I was just about to like put it on the listeners, like for those dumbass listeners that don't know what regality is, can you explain to them what it is?
It's being regal in real time. Regality.
Yeah. Hey,
the
good enough for
reality
us.
of the situation is I'm regal. Regality.
Good enough for us. We'll
We did
accept that.
it.
Yeah, we did it. You got it through.
Yeah.
But what else is going on in your life? Are you okay? I mean,
We're doing the best we can. I feel like a cat on the curtain sometimes, just like,
yeah,
like what is happening, what is going on.
right.
But I think I'm just trying to take it day by day.
Mm-hmm.
I think going from a corporate job to comedy kind of prepared me for the financial bombs that this pandemic has brought on. Yeah, because I mean, I had to get used to not having money a few years ago, So.
Oh, okay.
And I was working to try to not get back there, and now we're back there because of pandemic. So I feel like it's not my first rodeo. I think if it had been my first time, like really not having money, I'd be freaked out.
Right.
And then in regards to everything that's happening, in the streets and with the protests, I feel like those are things that we've been dealing with for a really long time. And I think what's happening with that is just the, breaking through the numbness that we have to apply in order to do our day-to-day activities, and then feeling those emotions, and then figuring out how we're still going to fucking survive as Black people despite what's going on. So I think a lot of these challenges right now that I feel like I'm facing aren't new, but they're heavier because it's happening on such a global scale. But then that also kind of brings me comfort because everyone's going through it, and it's not just like me, it's everyone who's going through it. But at the same time, that's heartbreaking. So
yeah, because everyone is different, everyone's reacting to it different, everyone's dealing with it differently, and like, let's just hope everyone is keeping their wits about them and not, go out there and doing something crazy, which I see it, like the rioting and stuff like that. I just want people to be safe out there. And, the nation is frustrated. You can feel the frustration, and yeah, hopefully something would positive will come out of all this. Hopefully, I'm not sure what it is because it seems like it's just the same old. As far as well, I'm thinking more about the police brutality, police murders, or whatever, and then combine it with the pandemic. It's just kind of like, what the hell is going on? Those are two major whammies that are going on at the same time.
Yeah.
We didn't need it. We didn't need it. That's why I'm like, what the hell? But yeah, I didn't want to go down that way. But it's just kind of it's tough not to talk about these things because you get bombarded by them, by the media, and everything else, and I get like a gazillion links like on Facebook and WhatsApp or whatever. That's what it is. Another thing, like I'm always sending links out or whatever.
I know you keep me informed.
Yeah, and listen, I don't even drop everything because of the sweetness. I'm like, I don't want to ruin her with this bullshit. She needs happiness. She needs joy. There's something because I want you to send it. I want you to keep it going. I don't want you miserable because the world needs you to be like in high spirits and just kind of positive because not too many people can handle it like you. That responsibility to bring joy to the world naturally without it being kind of like, hey, you got to bring joy to the world right now. It's just something that you do and it comes across and that's one of the qualities that we love about you, and that's what's the point I was trying to make? I'm sorry.
I don't know, but I appreciate you saying that. It's interesting because when this pandemic first started, I went on live and I think I was still like grieving,
Okay.
our old life of being able to go out and do whatever we wanted, get on stages and not have to wear a mask, and like try to not freak out about money and all that. And I went on live and I wasn't like, it wasn't a show. I wasn't doing anything. I think I was like sorting through pennies or something. And I got so many phone calls like, you don't seem happy. What's wrong?
Wow.
And I was like, my cousin called me and she's like, you don't look good. And it was like, what the fuck is happening? And I realized that I had to be mindful of when I went on and when I like presented myself because those lines are blurred in like what people expect, you know what I mean? So it's like, and I have to honor my own feelings. So it's like, well, if I'm not feeling like, and if I can't give the best me to everyone right now, well, then I need to like be in my box, I need to feel these feelings and then I can be a better Dara later. But I'm not dealing with these phone calls of, you don't look good. Like, what? I was like, I thought I looked great. And she was like, no, it was your spirit. And I'm like, we're in a pandemic. I think I'm allowed to feel a feeling.
Yeah. I agree.
But that is who I want to be. I do want to be that that light that helps people, steer away from whatever negative things that they're thinking about, whatever anchors them as far as, things that they feel like they can't do, whatever's keeping them from being their greatest versions of themselves, all of that shit. That's who I want to be. But I recognize that I have to take care of me in order to do that for others.
Good point. Yeah. Gotta take care of number one first. But I'm just pointing out what I see, but definitely you have to live your life and be as close as possible to happy with you as you can.
Yeah. Okay? Because if you don't do that, it's impossible to do that with other people. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like if you don't love you, then how are you going to know what that looks like to give it to someone else?
Right.
You know, if the inner dialogue is always you're stupid, you're bad, da, 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 then how are you ever going to be able to lift someone else up and believe it? You know?
They gave me. We got bastards. All right, we're on the clock.
How many seconds do we have left?
No, they gave us like 9 minutes.
Oh, 9 minutes? Okay.
Yeah, that's enough time, man. You know, all right, wow, now I really have to, I can't dilly dally anymore. Yeah, so where are you from? Where were you born? And you know, where did this educated, caring soul raise that? Yeah. when she's not doing the
Start clapping. Oh, shout out to MJB. I made sure to wear his shirt.
Oh, nice. Oh,
yeah.
Very nice.
I am originally from Teaneck, New Jersey, which is a small town right outside of the George Washington Bridge.
Next to Paramus, next to Saddlebrook, next to Fort Lee, next to, well, you know.
Yeah, Fort Lee, Englewood, Teaneck.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Hackensack. So I was born in Hackensack, but that's just because my parents were smart at, you know, they knew not to take me to Holy Name. So they took me to Hackensack Hospital and then brought me back to Teaneck, New Jersey. And I am a proud born and raised Jersey girl.
Yeah, all right. There you go. That's excellent. I'm familiar with it because I lived there for one of my baby mamas thought like, you know what? Huh? What happened?
I said I knew it. It was a woman.
Yeah. That woman got me out of Brooklyn. She saw potential in me. What a dummy. What a dummy, I swear. But she took me out to live in New Milford and her, whatever. But of course, this Brooklyn boy could not get Brooklyn out of him. And I was taking her car and coming to Brooklyn pretty much every other day to play video games. Yay! Growing up, yay!
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, I gave her a kiss, so she's happy.
Okay. All right. Well, as long as everyone's happy.
Yeah. Well, I'm not happy with the child support thing, but overall, I am.
Who would be? Who would be? Yeah, that's the typical story. Like my dad's from Brooklyn.
Oh. Okay.
And my mom's from New Jersey. It's what happened. Us Jersey girls, we put out these tentacles and we're like, come here! Come to Jersey! Man! And then we like wrap you with the pussy. We're like, no! So it happens. And then the next thing you know, you have a lawn and a basement.
Well, I didn't. I left it. She still has it.
Yeah. Well, you made choices.
Yeah.
You were like, fuck this. I'm going to go back to couches. Yeah. But you still got the basement.
Yeah. Stability? Fuck out of here. Give me my struggle. What's my daily struggle? Yeah, I don't know. If I wasn't struggling, I don't know what I'll do with my life. I tell you, I'm.
It's a part of the identity. It's a part of the brand.
I like to rebrand myself, please, before I check out.
Well, Dino, I realize I'm going to share this with you because it's a conversation I've been having with myself recently, and it goes along the lines of the loving yourself thing, where I realize that I think sometimes I don't know if I think that I'm deserving of things. And I think that might be a mental block for me getting those things. So I have to first believe that I am deserving and I've earned those things and that they're mine. And I have to like mentally claim them so that I'm not blocking my blessings. So, you know, it might be training and development that you've, you know, had in your brain of this is the way that I am. And, you know, I'm used to struggling, but what if your life didn't have to look like that, you know? Like, what if you just dreamed so huge and just like wrote down every single thing that you wanted to achieve, just like the biggest of dreams, and then just see what you can make happen? Why the fuck not?
Yeah, no, definitely not.
I mean, You can have books. You could have a pun show. Puns are huge. People fucking love puns, and you're so good at them. You know.
Thank you, thank you.
I don't know. There's a whole bunch of shit that you can do, Tino, but ain't nobody can do it except for you.
Yeah, no, definitely. I got my hands on a lot of things. And you know, it's just a matter of like one thing cracking and opening the doors for the other things. But I'm still waiting for that.
I know, but sometimes we have to have a lot of different seeds so that we can have different sprouts, because not all those sprouts are going to live. I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking to me too.
You talking the talk so you can walk the walk.
Amen. I got to hear it out loud, brother. I got to hear it out loud. These are just thoughts that have been in my head. I got to say them.
No, definitely. You know, I've heard them, and you know, I've lived long enough on this planet. I've heard every possible "get your life better" cliche,
but it's not get your life better. It's you wanting to see a different version of it.
Right.
You know, because I think when we get into the mindset of like better or worse, no, you're fucking happy right now. You're one of the happiest people that I know. But you're used to something, and I don't know if that's what, you know what I mean? What you want to be used to.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like being in a fat suit.
Mm-hmm.
You can unzip it.
Ah, okay. I'm like, you see me? I've officially started taking any fat comments personal, bum, homeless, any of those things kind of trigger my, hey, what do you mean? Is the boob showing? Is the titty showing? What's going on?
But see, that's what I mean. You're not fat. You know what I mean? You're not fat. You're not homeless. You're not a bum. You're not any of those things, Tino.
Thank you. Hey, thank you. I mean, you know, we could go there, but we're not. That's what counts. But wow, thank you. Hey, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. I'm supposed to be making you feel good, right?
It's a feel-good war. We're gonna bring it.
Yeah. You're gonna win. You're gonna win.
I love you. You're great. No, you're great.
Yeah. It reminds me of the nice battle. Like we had a roast battle between me and Alex Garabano. Oh boy, yeah, no, yeah, that was a no-no. We just, because we're friends, we love each other, and it was like we turned it into a nice roast. You know?
I love it. You guys are so cute. I love your friendship.
Yeah. No, me too. Right now is a little bit, you know, iffy because of the pandemic or whatever, and you know, but we're gonna get back to it. We're gonna get back to you know, flowing and doing what we do. But yeah, I wanna, do you have anything you wanna plug or anything you wanna let the people know that you're gonna be doing or that you're doing? And anything, you know, you okay, your relationship wise, you know what I mean? Like just anything that you want to say to the audience before we let them go.
Okay, what I want to say to the audience. Okay, well, be nice to each other. Don't be assholes. We have enough of those. We don't need any more assholes. When you have a chance to do good, do that. Okay? Mm-hmm. Do that. Do good when you have the chance, each and every time. Mm-hmm. You can follow me on Facebook because I'm an old woman, apparently.
It's tough to keep up with everything. It's tough.
I know. Dara Jemott, 2 M's, 2 T's. And then Chocolate Gem with a J on Instagram. Dara Jemott on Venmo. Slide up in there, yo. I accept white guilt in the form of all financial payments. And then I have some projects I'll be throwing up on my YouTube page. And I'm also in a roast show.
Woo!
Called French Roast with Frankie French. That's on Zoom weekly.
Wow.
I know. Can you believe it? I roast people. Can you believe it, Tino?
There you go. That needed to happen. You gotta balance out. You gotta balance everything out.
I know. It's so heartbreaking every time I write the joke. But I really like it.
I really like it. Maybe that part needs to come out now. Like, all right, I've given up all the nice shit I can. That's all I can stand. I can't stand no more. Just eat that spinach and just.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
I get to
if,
roast racism on Friday and white privilege. I'm gonna go for fucking.
wow.
And I'm gonna have white privilege crying in the
Oh
corner.
my